Welcome back everybody. Hydrata 1066 with the last tournament game of this month. Team Halo against Team Zardos. Going to kick off game 3 in just a second. And of course it's the epic conclusion to our MPT Strategy Masters October tournament. Well, it's been a pretty fun one, that's for sure. And, well, it's going to be the last remaining map that we haven't seen yet from all the custom maps that I've made for this tournament specifically. So it'll be fun to see how this one plays out. Again, we haven't seen this played ever before. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys' interpretation of this map. That'll be a banger. Just a reminder, these were the 3 maps for this weekend. We've seen games 1 and 2. If you want to avoid any spoilers for those, click away now. They'll be able to be seen on my YouTube channel. And, well, yeah, you can find them there if you want to not be spoiled for those. But if you don't mind spoilers, then I'll be glad to inform you that both of these games were won by Team Halu, so he's already the MPT champion for this month. But this game, nonetheless, is not insignificant because, of course, there's still prize money on the line. Okay, well, all of that being said, let's take a look at the CIV draft that is remaining for this game. Of course, both teams didn't really have a choice for their CIVs in this game. There was only 9 CIVs available to this weekend, yeah, and 6 have been picked already by both these respective teams, so they don't have a lot of options left. But either way, let's check out what's left over. For Team Halu, Byzantines, they didn't select that in the first game, unlike Team Zardos, so they can pull them out here, see how well that'll go for them. Looking forward to seeing some more Germans roam the map. That'll be nice sight. Pick 2. On Zardos' side, it is the Celts, of course, that had been picked by Obi on Halu's team in the first game. Now it's gonna be Team Zardos' turn to see if they can capitalize as well on this very potent pick. And, yeah, that's their unique pick, so to speak, for this game. Because all of the other picks are going to be mirror matchups again. The Koreans haven't been picked yet by either team, so they'll be played here on Alesia by both of them. Both teams will have the pleasure of doing that. And then also, as the last CIV that we haven't seen in this tourney yet, it's going to be the Hittites. Both teams gonna get to play those, and there's some big Hittites enjoyers in CIV3, but also some haters. We'll see what they will sway towards for this one. What we will actually end up having here. 2 enthusiastic Hittite fans, or people complaining about their fate. Good. Well, all of that being said, we are now reloading for the spectator setup. We've got first turn done already, so we will be getting into the game shortly, much more quickly than the first time around. Game 2 that was played earlier today, of course. Let's get back in here as fast as possible, of course. There we go, on our way into the reload. Enthusiastic about this one. The last map that we haven't seen yet. I'm dying to know what these guys will try to cook up for it. The reload fills rather quickly as well. It's been a great event, and I'm so grateful that after the changes we made 2 weeks ago, we were actually able to get all of these 3 games done as planned, and that the changes to the tournament seem to have been quite good, although I already have some slight adaptations in mind for next month's edition that I'm planning to hold. Well, I'll let you guys know all when the time is right. For now, though, we're only one player joining the reload away from launching into the third game on Alasia here again. If you haven't seen the tournament maps, all of them at least, you can check them out on my YouTube playlist. There's a map showcase video. You'll be taken there if you type !maps in the Twitch chat of this stream as well, in case you're watching live. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can just search up the playlist, the MPT Strategy Masters playlist, and watch the map showcase video over there. Okay. Well, there we go. Everybody in the reload. We're gonna get in here. It's gonna be a great conclusion, hopefully, to this weekend and the fun games that we've already had. We looking for the reload. There it is. And then we'll check in and hope for the best. Nice. So these are the three CIVs, Byzantines and Celts, as the kind of curveballs, as the difference makers here. Let's see which one ends up faring better on this map. Looking forward. Two check marks missing. Until we can launch here. It's gonna be a banger, isn't it, guys? Love to see it. Love to see it get launched soon here. Whoops. Something weird is going on here. Some issue there with the reload. Okay, there seems to be some issue there. Sorry for the delay. Seems to be some issue with a player seems to have gotten the wrong civ for some reason. Extremely weird. Well, okay, we seem to have to do the spectator reload again because there was some issue there. I don't know that one. I've never seen that actually. I thought they did everything right, but it was confusing, guys. I don't think the players made a mistake really, but somehow it ended up wrong. 4 Hittites, 3 Korea, and then for their opponents, Celts, Korea, and Hittites. Well, we will have to do it again, sadly. Of course. Okay, now I see the issue there. Yeah, we'll have to do the spectator reload again, sadly. It was an unfortunate mistake there. Not gonna blame it on the players. So it'll take another 5 minutes or so before we get into the game, sadly. Sorry about that. Take a look at the map page again, just so you have some change up. And looks like everybody got the right civs this time around. Yep, that was my mistake, not noticing that earlier. Maybe I'm getting better spy RNG. This time around. Would be cool. The first time I got a little bit ruined. Would you look at that, it is going a little bit better. Well, I guess just like I did in previous game that I can also take you into the map if you want, because it'll be a little bit of a delay here. We'll have to reload. On Calvi, the spies fail again. So this is what the map looks like. Again, it's not the official start of the game yet, because we'll have to reload once in order for the spectator setup to function. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if it works this time around. So we had a civilization issue last time, sadly, but this should be fixed for this one. So this is what a map looks like. Again, this is a bit of a smaller one. It almost fits on one screen. And it is a very interesting map. Where 2 players spawn in the middle with walled cities. There's actually walls in Hattusas and Hattusas too. Just we don't see them here for some reason. But they should be there. And they are both up against 2 enemies. The Koreans up here and then another enemy we don't see right now that is situated down here at the bottom. So we're gonna get to reloading here in just a second, as we always have to do in order to prepare for the spectator mode. Apologies for the delay here. I know we've been streaming 25 minutes. The game hasn't started yet. It's unfortunate, but that is regular CIV3 stuff. Aren't I right, guys? Okay, well, there we go. Okay. So, now we'll get this reload underway, hopefully for the final time. Then we'll dive into it. Finally. Sorry for teasing you that previous time. Hope it'll be better this time around. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting closer and closer. Maybe for the next month's edition, I'm again gonna bring some music to play during the pauses. Maybe that makes it a bit more pleasant. Here you guys have the little reload screen for what I hope to be one last time on this weekend. I guess we're hoping to close out the day nicely on this evening with Game 3 between teams Halu and Zardos. Halu already up 2-0 in the series, so he's got the MPT Championship belt under his belt. Not sure how that works, better ask him. So we're playing just for money right here, and of course for the fun. Don't forget about the fun, guys, that's the most important part. Entertainment value. Never before seen map, Alesia here. These guys will experiment with. One last player. We're waiting for Bizfire in our reload. Halu bringing a star-studded roster to this month's edition of the MPT Strategy Masters, for sure. How far up is Byzantine actually on the MPT ladder? Apparently he's not currently on it. Maybe a bit of a lack of games there, but Halu brought him out of retirement. Perhaps. Right. As soon as he shows up, we can get into the game. One person missing. Not trying to shame anyone. There we go. Lovely. He's ranked in Modern, so fair enough. Maybe he plays more Modern than MPT these days, but he's got a hidden ELO of 1862, which would put him at rank 9, so within the top 10. Definitely powerful roster that Halu's got for this weekend. He's got them connections in the scene. That's for sure. The scene, you know. The huge MPT CIV3 multiplayer conglomerate that we are here. Okay. Well, again, just to remind you guys, these are the CIVs, and this time around we've got the right ones as well. We're going to launch into the game with that in what I assume to be just 10 or so seconds. Nice, everybody's toggled correctly this time. 2 more check marks. We're almost there, guys. Don't unclench yet. One more check mark. Hype intensifies. Don't get too excited, guys. You know what happened last time I promised you the game to start. Didn't go so well, did it? Well. Come on, Senjay. Don't let us down. You can do it. One more check mark. There we go. Okay, we're launching. Last game of this month's event. Come on, guys. Let's put everything aside. Focus on the game. We'll have fun with it. Here we are. Team Halu looking to complete the clean sweep. Team Zardos without Zardos looking to have a good end to the tournament. Maybe grab some money while they're at it. And then we'll get going here. Interesting difference in approach here from the start. Looks like Sanjay going to plant over here, whereas Alu has walked north, actually, across the river onto a bonus grassland. He's... Oh, that is an interesting one. He's not... It looks like he's really going to plant there, which is a bit surprising. Yeah, he is. I was really expecting it to go there, maybe, so we can channel the irrigation onto the plains. But he wants those... Oh, he's going to channel the irrigation through the plains onto the vines. That's why he's even planting on a bonus grassland. Didn't expect that. Interesting priorities shown here by Halu. Okay. Here we are, guys. Again, there's a 5-minute delay on stream. And I see Yertzaklus in chat. No, again, a first-time chatter, not familiar with the name, so apologies for that. We've met before on the CIV3 ladder or in Age of Empires 2, who knows. In either case, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Halu, meanwhile, not being so generous with my spy. Nice. Oh, I made an embassy again, didn't I? God dang it. It's not what we wanted. And I get my spy killed. Okay. It's not the best run of spy plants this time around. But don't worry, guys. It's okay. As long as the game's running, we're all good. Oh, look at this. The battle for the hut. And it's F. Calvi that gets it over Biz Fire. Oh, they're sorry, what is it? Expansion is Civ, so no barbs can be popped by those settlers or by those scouts. No settlers can be popped either, though, because we have those anti-hop protection up north. Okay, and Almeida saying he's looking to get some bronze work in. Not sure why. Oh, he wants to do iron work in, I suppose. And if you guys don't know, well. So, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't finish the thought there. We've got Byzantines and Koreans on the west coast here, and they are enemies of the Hittites there. So that's a 2v1 situation. And the same thing on the other side. We've got Korea and Celts against Hittites matched in the east as well. They are kind of stuck in those 1v2 scenarios. But again, our two Hittite players start with walls around their cities, despite us not being able to see that. And so they have some extra protection here. We'll see which 2v1 will go better, which team will be able to get more benefit out of their numbers advantage. And then we'll see especially how this Byzantine X Factor can swing this map state. Having control over the water is what I assume they will be able to bring for their team. And that could be big. See if it works out. Okay, well, interesting play by Bizfire here in the east. He's going heavily down south towards the Celts. Wants to put some warrior pressure. Well, it's not actually heavily. He just so happened to pop a conscript warrior there, so that's going to be a bit of a headache for Sanjay. Wonder if he's going to be able to protect this mountain. Might want to put a rally point just to be sure not to give that mountain away. Should be unfortunate. And the conscript warrior now also blocking the iron tile there is going to be annoying for the Celts. That is a funny situation though. Wow, Sanjay has movement on this warrior and he's not going onto the mountain, which is surprising to me. Oh, looks like he did use that rally point, so wasn't too worried. Over here, though, in the west, we see Afghal with a much different approach to the Celts, not really going out of his city much at all. And, rather defensive start to the game. 2 warriors on the iron there for the Celts is unfortunate. Sanjay is already defending. Not the greatest start. It is funny, but he is still the Celts on the water here. He's got up to 3 freshwater cities that he can plant down here, and maybe even if he dares go forward a bit, he's got some more spots there along the river up north. So it's not the worst land for Celts, to be sure. Over here, Gomez and Almeida already making contact as well. Sanjay now realizing that, oh yeah, that's the iron right there. Might have wanted to protect that, but in hindsight, easy to realize. There's the settler out very early from Bisfire. Wow, he's playing this very confidently. He's got those walls in here too, so he's gonna make use of them. As Sudi is now also coming over with some warriors, maybe pressuring a bit, but that is crazy. The first one to plant an additional city is going to be him here. It's going to be El Cuchillo, known as Byzantine Fire, as I was informed. So, man, that is crazy. Okay, we're gonna see the city planted on the horses here. Isn't a huge surprise. Oh, what? No way! Oh, was that 2 workers? I don't think I have a way of knowing. It looked like there were 2 workers there, but it could have been just the capture bug as well. No matter 1 or 2 warriors or workers, if Calvi lost his workforce, that is massive for Halo getting that pig. Bit, yeah, careless there, moving out without the warrior protection. Oh, it looks like F. Calvi isn't 100% certain of the map setup, but no, his teammates were not supposed to be in his west, and that's probably why he was so, well, lackadaisical about the workers, who didn't exactly know that his enemies were right there with him. Oh boy. Well, that is an unwelcome surprise for him, I can imagine. Meanwhile, Byzantine find a much more comfortable spot here in the east, already denying the Celts iron. That could be big in the long run. Already has an additional city, which is still crazy to me. Like one of the defending players being the first one to expand is just peak, well, whatever you want to call this. I don't even know. It's just Chad energy, I suppose. Poor F. Calvi there was a bit misinformed about the map, it seems, so starts off on the back foot yet again. Team Zardo's not catching a break in this tournament so far, and oof, looks like Halo even able to deny this hill there. That's what an annoying start for F. Calvi here. Size 1 and Hattusas lost quite a few units already. Oh, well, that's the wrong Hittites. I don't have info on his army right now. Looks like my spies, of course, did fail on him. And looks like we're gonna get the first city plants come out from the rest of the map as well. Although second worker opening by Gomez slows his expansion down by quite a bit as well. Wonder what he's gonna go for, if he's gonna go heavily for water or whatever is the plan. Well, city gonna come out and horses being roaded by Sanjay is interesting. It could be for expansion, it could also be for a bit of a horseman play if he wants to opt for that. But interesting that he doesn't improve the tiles around his second city or the bonus grasslands, especially since he's not going to be going G8 very soon, doesn't have that iron access. I feel like mining the bonus grasslands might be more productive than roading the horses right now, unless he wants to go for, again, super many cities, super fast, and the roads would pay off, I suppose. That's Alesia being planted back here, not to be confused with the map name, which is also Alesia. And Sudi's Koreans already going pretty far forward, it looks like, with the city plans. Has up to 2 more really nice coastal city spots on the river. Can really use that Korean agricultural trade. Well, we'll see if he's going to be able to do that. Some more movement there. We've got the warrior. Step just one tile aside, slowly but surely. And there we have Hallow finally being cleaned up there. Calvi getting a good roll there and the promotion. So at least able to secure his horses. In the long run, that's going to be important. Hallow looking for a second city far in the back, so the lack of a road there is probably not as important. And you see Hallow really prioritizing growth here. No roads whatsoever. He's just irrigating stuff, especially the wines there, which, if you guys didn't know, in MPT or in despotism in general, you can irrigate grassland wines for an extra food, even if the despotism penalty takes away a bit there. It seems like Almeida Gomez actually going for philosophy here. Okay, we'll see if he's going to be the first one to get that. Pyongyang planted by the Koreans now. Really nice city. Look at the amount of forests there with the agri bonus. Good city to have. Not going to complain about that here, I don't think. Yeah, let's actually try and get those missing spies out. I can't believe I missed 3 again. Okay, we're going to try for these spies now. It's going much better this time around. Okay, I guess F. Calvi just won't have it, and he's the one I'm most interested in terms of the armies. Dang it, he's being mean to me. Yeah, he's memeing back, it's fine. Well, okay. Warriors forward now from the Koreans here. City having some pressure. Byzantine Fire not going to be able to continue sprawling cities, but that really early second plant isn't going to hurt. Some of his important tiles also being blocked. We'll see which of these sides are going to end up holding up better. The thing is, like on the western side, it's going. F. Calvi is definitely behind Biz, so he would be a bit easier to take down than the Hittites over here. But Hallow and Gomez not looking like they're gonna attack super soon, right? Hallow going for growth. Doesn't look like he's gonna spam military anytime soon whatsoever. It's gonna boom a little bit. And on the other side, we have Koreans and Celts, 2 aggressives, already planting forward a bit, both with potent unique units and good Golden Age land as well. Could pose a real threat not too far in the future, even if Byzantine Fire has had the better start than F. Calvi. El Cuchillo here seems, I was told, is Byzantine Fire, so a very competent MPT player. Even has the Forest Furs here. Really powerful tile to have in MPT, I was told. Oops. Seems like connection is getting a bit iffy here. Hope none of these guys are stressing their internet too much. Well, the horses were just roaded for the Celts, so really interested in that. What the thought process behind that was. There we go, unique unit out already for Bizfire. It's just a regular one, so no barracks and Hattusas too. But certainly puts some pressure. It's a 2-attack unit. And, ooh, he could take GA here if he wants to. I think he wants to, yeah. There he goes. Doesn't get the promotion, but that is amazing GA timing here for him. 2 cities in a defensive position. That is great news for Team Hallow. Bizfire, with all of these BGs, going to be able to exploit that. Already has the horses hooked, of course, with the Tarsus plant right on top of him. And Team Hallow all across the board playing extremely greedily and being rewarded so far. They really are. How can Team Zardos, Team Suti come back from this and get an edge? It's going to be tough against these Hittites, I'm telling you guys that much. Celts declaring war here, trying to clean up the mess on the mountain. Works out with just warriors able to break the resistance there, is able to take back the mountain. And the worker already roading towards it, so we also have Senji looking to get into a GA somewhat soon. I'm not sure they actually know that Golden Age was taken by El Cuchillo. But, well, it was. And that isn't exactly great news for them. He's even going to go forward to pressure, and with a 3-man chariot, the pressure is real. It's 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 movement points. So these workers, none of them are safe. Unless you park them on mountains, I suppose. Okay. Sanjay, he really is going to be the X factor for his team. He's the Celts that the opponents don't have. They have a strong naval force, but a much smaller military force on land. If things go according to plan, that is. So Sanjay is going to be asked to do a lot here. Biz for now. Maybe building up a few of these 3-mans for defensive purposes. Maybe also to attack with, because, I mean, he's got 2 teammates over here in the west, and oh, look at this, Halu already looking to get towards his own GA. He's trying to speed the process up a bit. He's got that Hacha firing from within Seoul too. Gonna take out that warrior next turn, it seems. And interesting, I really think they could triple team Calvi, perhaps. Has now also gone for Tarsus on the hill, but look at the difference there in speed. The difference in time it took to get that second city out. The mountain's still being eroded. Now, good news for Sanjay, the mountain is outside of his actual territory, so he can colony it if he wants to get that upgrade real fast. On the other side, Halu, he's going to have to road onto the mountain, which is going to take quite some time if he wants the iron. But as the Korean, I guess he doesn't necessarily have to go for swordsman. Which isn't really needed as much. Okay. Roads completed here by Sudi, but gonna have to be careful. The 3-mans can double him at any time. I think he recognizes this. Especially this forest seems to be an important tile to hold on to. So he's doing himself a favor by covering it well. Even double worker on there, Jesus. Okay, well, wonder how he's going to be taken to GA, which Halu is going to do in a second, it seems. Shot. Looks like it missed on the... Oh no, there he goes. Gets it. That's GA for Halu. GA for Al Cuchillo here. Bizfire as well. No GA yet for Gomez, of course. He's going to need the Drummond in order to get there. On the other side, looking interesting for sure. They're gonna need to do something about this because Afkalwi is not in a great situation. One tile off coast, Al Cuchillo says. Likely about the Celt capital, I suppose. Settler out finally as well for Almeida. Gomez looks like he's gonna go for a second coastal city. I like that a lot as well. Because Byzantines, of course, want to be having access to the water. No double move actually came out there from Biz. I was expecting him to maybe look to pressure a bit into Korea. See if there's any improvements to pillage, any workers to capture. Could get a lot done with that. And look, didn't plant it on a BG actually. I wonder why he's planted it here, not on the... Oh no, I am the idiot. Never mind, of course. That's the only time he was going to plant it on. I misread that. My bad. And that's the Iron Hook. That's the first veteran Gallic upgraded. Sanjay is going to look to make an impact soon as well. He knows that his team is not exactly in a very winning position right now. Scout actually gets to safety, but don't think Gomez minds that. Goes in there with the archer warrior Joe very fast. Gold being inquired about by Sanjay. He's looking to get as many Gallics out as possible. Wonder what El Cuchillo has been building up here. Well, it's not a massive military, of course. It only has 2 cities. Well, quote-unquote only, I should say. Could be overwhelmed by big armies from Korea and Celts, but it's not going to be easy. He's got that walled capital and the hill city of Tarsus. He's now even striking back here. He's trying to free up the iron, and he's going to succeed. Allowing for a city plant there, or maybe just the road. Because with swordsmen, it's much easier to defend than just with warriors. Even gets a veteran spearman here. Okay. He's really concerned about defense, it seems. Doesn't really need more 3-man chariots, because he's already got the GA. Size 1 in Hattusas. Wonder if F. Calvi has another settler out. Or a worker or whatever. Finally landing that spy. We'll be able to see. Oh no, he's just size 1 from, I guess, the previous city he made. 1 more gold for Sanjay. How many Galax has he been able to muster? Well, just 2 for now. There are 45 gold per unit to upgrade, so it's extremely expensive there. Chariot per turn in Hattusas. Wow, size 6. And size 1 on the other side. Almeida makes that observation smartly. It steps onto the iron yet again. Controls that hill. And has access to the road as well for the Hittites. How are they going to respond? At least the worker is safe for now. If Calvi decidedly on defense, it looks like he doesn't even have really barracks yet. Regular spearmen in Hattusas. Just contrast that to the defense that Byzantine Fire has. He's had the city earlier, much higher pop, Golden Age in as well. Now pumping veteran 3-man chars. It's a difficult one. Sanjay goes out now. I wonder how he's going to try and get involved. He could walk around the southern coast here and maybe try to get towards Halu or something. Could be worth a thought. Looks like Halu's trying to give over GA to Gomez, but I'm not sure the Drummond has lethal land bombard, so that doesn't really make that much sense, does it? I wonder what the idea is. Maybe it does have lethal land and I'm just tripping. It might have. Quite far apart city plans here from Suri, but as I mentioned, this is a pretty good city spot to have. Out goes Al Cuchillo, maybe looking for some more units to pick off. I don't know, maybe just sentries, maybe wants to put some pressure at this point. I don't know, but awkward kind of mid-turn move there. Surprises me a bit. Celt's moving out with quite a lot. Is he just picketing behind the river? Is he just trying to set up a defensive line around the river, which surrounds his empire? Could be. Sanjay. Interesting Gallic movement. I like to see it. Doesn't take damage, doesn't promote either. I know, he's just trying to take out the warrior apparently. Happy to cross the Rubicon there, which, well, isn't actually the Rubicon. But at this point, it seems he's no longer interested in just defense. And interesting, we've got a Burning Cap here in Entremont. Follow emote on my Twitch channel, I believe. And there's the Kura from Halu. Nice. He's got the Kura out, maybe just to give a Golden Age to his teammate up north. Could be. I'd like to see another settler, I think, before the Byzantines actually go into their GA. Chilo saying he's gonna get on Sudi a bit. Little does he know, the Celts were already moved out there. Might be softer at home. Even so, with that burning capital for return in GA, well, not actually in GA yet, but while producing Galax, it's not the best time for Sanjay to lose out on that production. Meanwhile, F. Calvi is still holding on to his roads and whatnot. 20 gold apparently available for Beer's Fire. Man, he's got a good economy running. Yeah, it looks like Team Halu again in a really nice spot. What can Sanjay do here with his first couple of Galax? What's going to be the play here? Halu with a really nice position there on the warrior. I'm not sure it's intentional, but he really spots. He really has the vision of all the tile he needs to see. All those tiles. Wonder how Sanjay is going to play it. He's inevitably going to be spotted if he just keeps on marching west, which he seems to be doing for now, but who knows? There goes Biz. He's trying to go forward and he gets that worker there as well. Well, this is unpleasant for Sudi. Look at this. That's a lot of 3-man chariots, and the Koreans don't seem to have a lot of military yet to defend this. It's just warriors mainly, and that's That doesn't trade well into 3-man chariots, especially regular warriors on flat land like this. Not even across river. He's got 0 defensive bonuses helping him out there. Not the best situation to work with. And that's Halu. Look at him. He's got a little bit of a swordsman upgrade going on. That's 5 swords marching on forward. And I wonder if Biz is going to be joining in at some point as well there on the pressure west. But for now he's focused east, so I don't think he's got a lot that he can help out with for Halu. And the Gallics keep on marching forward. Actually, I think he lost out on a movement point there. Didn't seem like he's got the move off in time. And Halu moving out just now. Maybe there's an angle there for Sanjay. Times the move well. He'll not need to repeat that movement mistake he made in the end of last turn though. Grabdag now ahead as well. Okay, well. There we go. Looks like the iron is now going to be severed again, and Bizfire, even with the ultimate humiliation, able to walk out the worker after capturing it. Look at this though, Sanjay. Oh, I don't think he's got that move off either. Ouch. Don't think he's got full movement points left on those. Isn't horrible if he doesn't, but quite unfortunate. End of turn move's not been 100% clean by him, at least from how it looked on my screen. It's not always the entire story. And Bizfire going to be happy with what he got. Got that one worker taken away. Cancelled the mining there, north of Pyongyang. And City's game plan here looks like just a little bit too slow for the pace that the opponent's team has elected to go in. Almeida Gomez talking to Halu, inquiring about how many cities he should make, it seems, and Halu forward with a lot of swordsmen there. Oh, man. There we go. Sanjay on the forest. Where's he going to go from here? Halu has a couple of swords here, so he should slash might slash would be okay, I assume. Hit straight into Pyongyang, though. Is Halu going to reinforce this? Ooh, a little bit late, but he gets the reinforcement there, and this should be fine. I can't guarantee that this G8. I can't guarantee that the Celts killed anything there, but I think we'll see soon if Sanjay talks about it. Oh, this is a horrible time to drop. Please don't drop here. I didn't save after the attack. Oh, it looks like we're dropping, aren't we? Oh, come on. Oh, it's a drop. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Sudi ends up dropping here, sadly. Sanjay loses those Galaxies, and I can't know how many units, if any, he killed. Oh, there's a Drummond apparently for Gomez, which is interesting, but I'd like to... Halu has just left, so I've got no way of checking how much is left in Pyongyang or whatever. Ah, no. Seems like he might have killed one, but how would I know? Okay, well, we'll get there. We'll sort it out. Meanwhile, I have to make do with the reload screen. Okay. Well, I'm just glad we've got all these 3 games going without any team having to concede due to players not being available. That is always the most unsatisfying part of tournaments. So I'm glad we got past that. And for next month, I'm already excited about the changes I'm planning to introduce. Dromans. I'll check right now while we're on break if the Dromans have any lethal. I'm pretty sure they have lethal sea bombardment. Yeah, but no lethal land bombardment. Rat Tank, shaking my head. Doesn't know his naval unit lore. A lot of things have lethal sea bombardment, but only very few things have lethal land. Ah. Handler did a really good job though, having the Watcher there, having an Archer as well, so a lot of heavy lifting done by that lethal bombard, or sorry, by the defensive bombard, when the Galax actually hit. So might well be that. Okay, well, we're trying to figure out the reload situation there, because sadly again I didn't save after that crash, but we're debating right now what the best way is to resolve the issue there. Sanjay saying he did GA off of the attack, Halu saying that he doesn't believe he lost any units, but it doesn't look like he was sure. So we're asking if we should just repeat the attack or what the best course of action would be. Okay, well, waiting on word from Halu on how he wants this, what he thinks. He hasn't said much. Bit of a crucial attack. I mean, if Sanjay doesn't get GA here, he's in big trouble. Bit of a rough one. We'll get there though, guys. Don't you worry. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mm. Okay, I'll go check in the video. There might be some valuable information in the video. So I'll take a look at that here. Okay, let me check this out. What can we see? Oh, this looks like a kill, doesn't it? Let me see. There's a swordsman on top. He attacks, loses 1 to defensive bombard. Oh, it's so hard to say, man. Okay, I'm looking at the video and I'm not 100% sure of whether there was a kill or not. The first attack definitely failed. Second and third one, oh, it's hard to say. Okay, we're making progress here with the negotiations, slowly but surely. Good, we've got it figured out. We've got it figured out. It is a bit difficult. So, we'll reload now and we'll give the GA to Sanjay, then he will spend all the Gallics. Okay, people not 100% happy. Neither side is really happy with the solution, but I think that's more often than not the indicator of a good solution. Okay, well, we'll get in. We've got it settled. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, guys, sorry for the delay. I hope to have a marker for that chapter for this in the YouTube video once I make it. And we'll see. So this is now, as I mentioned, the GA being given over. Saving here just so we have the GA on lock. And the disbands. This should be fair. This really seems like the only fair solution to me. I can't think of how to do it otherwise. Because we're not sure if he actually had gotten GA in the previous roll. And wow, looks like Halu just took that road end of turn. Looks like there's some time, but no, not in time. There is Calvi. Might have been able to take out that swordsman. Wasn't ultimately able to in the end. And yeah, just happy we're back on the way. Well, alright. What happened up here, actually, to the warrior? Is it getting bombed by Drummond? Drummond doesn't have lethal sea bombardment, though. I checked that earlier. Oh, sorry, doesn't have lethal land bombardment, so we can't get GA off of this. And I'm not, maybe, no, I don't know. I don't think this is GA-able. The Kura, though, very much is GA-able if the Drummond takes it out. And I like the triple coastals planned here. Byzantine, well, Almeida Gomez really leaning into the seafaring coastal strength. Okay, on the other side, much more three-man production here. And Halu is holding that road. He's going to get the first pillage off. So it's now only one more road connecting Tarsus and Hattusas. Not too great, the situation for F. Calvi here. 2-3 men south of Pyongyang. That's about right. Communication is there for Team Suri and Zardos. Not bad. But Suri is well aware of his situation. He's still he's got a massive amount of warriors. He's maybe looking for an upgrade there at some point. Was denied that iron though, and now he's kind of got those semi-useful units hanging around, eating up a lot of unit support. He's not even planted that city down here yet because he just doesn't have control over his roads. He's Now trying to build a warrior wall here, but that is quite fragile against 3-man chariots, which can't actually walk onto mountains, so he doesn't need to actually hold that mountain as he does right now. Hello, taking a very patient approach here. Goes back out with the swordsman. And this scout down here might very well die soon. Oof. Look at this. Biz fire again finds an entrance here. Probably going to get a pillage off. If he wants to, and he's even gotten onto the tire right next to Seoul. Suti having a really rough time with the Koreans. Difficult civ to play. They've got nice trades. Well, they've got agri. I think the other one is commercial, which isn't amazing. The Hacha unique unit isn't the greatest either. I'm thinking of repurposing the Korean civ a little bit. Maybe I'll change it a bit for the next version of this tournament. Either way, they are agri and thus still inherently quite powerful, at least for scoring purposes and for early game production. Okay, well, rough look there. Road cap between Seoul and the rest. Calvi asking how Halu can win all of the movement wars, probably with the scouts there as well, I'm not sure. Didn't see exactly what happened there. It looks like he's now hitting into this. But with what? Does he have archers or is this just warriors? Seems a bit desperate at this point, but I can understand why. Team Suti really on the back foot on all fronts. Oh, Almeida saying this is ridiculous. He's gonna pillage his own tile. Watch. He's going to bomb this warrior until the mine actually breaks. This is gonna be one of my all-time favorite moments in my tournaments. If this actually ends up happening before the game ends. Ooh, oh, look at this. It's a crucial road. Can he reinforce in time? He can, but now the worker is open. Naked worker there. Can Biz capitalize on that? Ooh, good reinforcement there from City, but that's a ton of 3-mans in his land, even though few of them are hurt. Loses the workers over here, though, and now he's really getting in trouble. He's losing so many units. Biz fire in this 1v2, an absolute terror. Oh man, and FCalvi not getting much more fortunate here. Look at this! He's pillaged it! He's actually pillaged it with the Drummond. No, I didn't look at it while it happened. Almeida now realizes he can't kill the warrior. He just Almeida is now realizing he feels pretty bad about this. I'm pretty sure he bombed that 1 HP warrior until the tile improvement was dead. Kura is pretty far away, so that GA is not going to be taken for a while, but it's probably not the biggest issue there for Team Halu. It might be a problem in a more even game state where the Celts are a bigger threat and the Byzantines are lackluster on land, but the Byzantines right now are not pressured at all, so they're not going to get punished for not getting that GA when they would like it. And Biz Fire absolutely terrorizing Suti here. He's got very fortunate but also very well played early game plan. There with the pop on the iron delaying the Celts, and against the Koreans getting that 3-man pressure on after GAing off of them. Very early second city that was not punished, and complete opposite over there for FCalvi. Is now getting hit in Tarsus, isn't he? Oh boy, the swordsmen, they're pretty powerful even though it's on a hill. Trying to get a save in here. Whenever the attacks cease, it's difficult. Hattusa's also surviving. Looks like maybe it was an archer in their defensive bombard or whatever, but Halu got a bit greedy for the kill here. Doesn't end up getting it. And so, for now, FCalvi is alive, although there's still a couple of swords that might give him trouble. As Tarsus is not really producing units very fast at this point. Well, Calvi says he's fine though. Not sure how many units he's got in there, and they're all going to be healed up by next turn, I assume. So it could be worse, definitely. And that poor Drummond, I think Halu's going to make a new Kuros soon. It looks like his attack not going to bear any more fruit than this. And look at this in the meantime. All of the picketing warriors have been cleaned up, and Korea pushed back into their cities. Quite the problem. Quite the issue for them here. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about how to change Koreans. I've got some interesting ideas. Maybe I don't have to change them, but I really want to introduce one more seafaring civ into this tournament style, because we only have 2 right now, Byzantines and Carthage, which is a bit sad. So I'd love to see one more seafaring civ. Maybe I'll make Koreans one, because they haven't been doing so well so far. They're a bit difficult to manage. They are an aggressive, but not with a great secondary trade and not with an amazing unique unit. At least not for multiplayer purposes, I don't think. Look at the choke here, though. City's getting really pushed back, and it's not going to be able to expand here at all. The settler not going to be able to plant. 4th city, at least for Sanjay, so he's getting a bit bigger, but he doesn't have amazing land to expand towards here in the west. So it's not like he's going to get massively scary. Yes, galley out from Halu. Sox having to use a galley to get the GA, but finally the 2-attack drawman is able to get the job done. And it's GA for the Byzantines too, who might even get into swordsman production themselves. Now it's at least also a lot more gold. I'd almost like a harbor in Constantinople and then just using that golden age for gold production. Pass all the gold to your teammates, get a massive amount of swordsman upgrades or whatever. City somehow got back onto the hill there with the iron, but it's not going to get the road up to there, I don't think. So that won't change things a lot. Okay, well, Halu still's got the roads cut there from Calvi. It's not managed to tear down the cities. So for now, it remains a 3 versus 3. The 5th city is going to come out for the Celts. They're really trying to pick up the slack of their teammates. Byzantine Fire, probably his GA is over by now. So he's not at his most scary ball. Did Calvi just win that? Didn't Halu attack into the warrior and lose? Halu not getting the best of rows with his swordsman right now. This is just the most important part here. The Koreans from City really hampered. Now he's still somehow ahead in score, opposed to Halu. But I don't think that's going to last for long. Halu even over here with a Kura already. So they're getting good intel from their navies. The Byzantine Dromon's going to come out as well. Love to see it. He can one-per-turn Dromons out of Constantinople, but don't think he needs a lot of them, since naval's not going to be the priority here for the Eastern team for now. There's Richborough. 5th city for the Celts. What can he do with that? That's at least a pretty good one. It's going to channel the irrigation up there as well to the wines. Almost thought he lost a 3-man chariot there. Doesn't appear like that was the case. And the worker's back out for Calvi, trying to re-establish those roads. Trying to pull himself back up. Oh. Alright. They're not out of the game yet. Let's see, what do we have? Korea, a lot of warriors still. And still that extra settler that hasn't been able to plant. The Celts, a lot of archers, just a few Gallics. And for the Hittites on teams, or well, for F. Calvi's Hittites, only warriors just for now, really hanging on by a thread. Halu, still 9 swords. That one Kura and that one Hacha that we see, and it has another settler out by now, actually. Oh, looks like I just crashed. Brilliant. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Trying to check my menus. I do sometimes crash when doing that. That is my bad. Rarely happens, but every so often. Looks like I'm going to be dropping here. I'm still holding out hope, but it typically never saves at this stage. So we're gonna have to go back to reloading, guys. I'm so sorry. That is just how CIV treats me sometimes. Just wanted to give you guys some valuable insight, but it was not meant to be, apparently. Ah. That is how the game always is, though. If it's going bad, it's going worse. Games that have to be reloaded once tend to have to be reloaded often. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, well, I've got that reload up. Okay. People joining the reload. We'll get there, guys. It's the last game of the event. Gotta be patient. I hope I remember to put all the timestamps into the YouTube video for the people to be able to skip the pauses. Would be helpful and nice of me to do. Hope I remembered. I'll take a small bathroom break myself. Okay, well, reload isn't quite full yet, so we didn't miss anything. Good, I'm back. Well, one more player. Come on. Cachillo, where are you? Get in the reload, if you please. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Looks like we're gonna be launching back in here. Nice. Second reload completed. I jinxed it earlier, didn't I? When I said I hoped that was gonna be the last one for the tourney. Here we are. Back in the game. We still have Calvi there holding on in the middle. Still have the three-man choke up north from Byzantine Fire, aka El Cuchillo. Cuchillo. Yeah, I should stop doing whatever that thing is. And there we go, as we said earlier as well. Halu has got another settler out himself. Not going to be able to do freshwater with that. But, well, maybe he's going to plan super far forward, who knows. Not anticipating that, though. And now starts mining his bonus grapnel, it seems, so also transitioning out of his own GA, it seems. Celt's pretty big at this point, so at least they're going to be providing a lot of score. Speaking of which, let's compare the score situations, actually. Hittites, 8 extra score for Biz. Between the Koreans, 3 extra score for Sooty right now, but that is a negative differential there. Byzantine versus Celts, that's a 9 score difference in favor of the Eastern team here, the Eastern duo. So Sardo's team right now up in score, but we'll see how that's going to change, especially once kills start coming through. Look at this, another warrior cleaned up. It's so difficult defending 3-man chariots with warriors on flat land. It really is. On hills and mountains, you have a lot of advantages there as the defender, but nah, this is just not the greatest, is it? Oh man. Well, now that Halu's first initial stack has been defended, I'm curious to see how this is going to go in the West. Are they just going to bank on Almeida upgrading a lot? What's the idea going to be there? So we have another burning cap in Seoul. Byzantines with 2 Dromons out by now. There's a lot of angles you can do naval plays here. We've got both of these wraparound passages over the volcanoes, but then we have the 2 regular coasts as well, so I think you'd need like 4 naval sentries just to be safe from every direction. The 3-man still holding up strong as ever. Sanjay going for a mainly archer diet himself. And these Hittite cities, extremely difficult to take out. I mean, the walls, the hill bonus, a lot coming in, adding up there. And the capital also on top of a hill, if you guys didn't know. So, super difficult to take out. Tusus and Tarsus as well on the other side, of course. And Halu's gonna plan a bit more north. Not really that adamant about the freshwater, it seems. Could plant here, I guess, if he wants to fight for land tiles with his teammate, which he likely does not. Gallic's now coming north. I don't like this. I think he's trying to help out against the 3-man chariots, but that's bad trades, especially with regular Gallics. Don't want to be hitting that. Hey, we've got Busan finally. My favorite Korean city. Great to see it come out as well. 6 cities for the Celts. Are they gonna have enough in the tank? They're really fighting with Gallics into 3-man chariots. Don't think that's a good choice. Is City gonna go for a city plant here? Oh, we're pretty bold in the current state of things. He's actually going forward? Is he trying to do like on the river here or somewhere? Interesting. Well, he can't go onto the mountain anyways. Decent protection for that settler. Not unkillable though. I think Biz would prefer... Actually, he's pulling back units. He's trying to snipe this settler, I think. Pretty sure he is. I thought he was going to prefer just keeping on choking these tiles, but no, he's definitely trying to snipe this guy, I think. And that's scary. Soji's gonna hate his spot. Oh, look at this. Almeida Gomez. Decent stack there. Was not expecting that. That definitely has the potential to kill. Finally, we might see a golden age for the Calvi Hittites as well. I'm pretty sure he hasn't hit his GA yet, has he? Oh, he might have. Actually, a lot has happened in this game. Sorry, guys. I don't remember that happening, though, so I'm just going to treat it as though it didn't. And there we go. Sorry, we missed the combat, it seems. My bad there, but the settler appears to have been taken out. And for Sudi, this game is just not going the right way. Not in the right direction. And now Halo is even caught up to him in score. So the overall skill situation, 12 in favor of the East Coast, -7. They're only up by 5 score at this point. And still, I believe, a negative differential there. Oh, that is depressing. Strong Byzantines here. Look at this. I'm weak to them. Despite my massive armada of 1 berserk. Well, this stack certainly is scary, and Calvi doesn't know that it's coming just yet. Is Halo gonna support with a few swords of his own? He might. He should, honestly. I don't really like, I feel like they've got all the drones at home, don't they? Don't see any of them out on the map. They should use them for, like, if they have 4 drones out there, with the land sentries that Halo already has, he could send everything forward if he knew that he was safe as he really is. Korea still stuck on 2 cities here in the east. Not gonna see Busan being planted by Suchi this game, I'm pretty sure. And another settler for the Celts. They're really trying to go for the score pumping approach, it appears. Well, okay, there goes Gomez. Steps onto Hattusas. And that is going to be scary. I'm actually taking a screenshot of this stack just so we have it in case we need it later. Well, that is a side to Goldbat for the Hittites. Oops, that's the wrong Hittites. There we go. Look at their army. It's not amazing. Now, even having to fight there with Byzantine, who pillages that road. Second one also under threat. We might be seeing the first kill of the game come through soon. It's a tough one here, the 1v2. And remember, I'm pretty sure FKB thought he was next to his 2 teammates when the game started. So a lot of confusion there, fortunately for him. Was a bit misinformed about the map. Happens. Still glad he chose to fill in here for his team. And Almeida saying he can hit that next turn. And he might well do that. He could walk through to Tarsus as well. Getting that road would be pivotal. Meanwhile, in the east, really, Sardo's Suti's team not close to finding a kill there, I don't think. Tarsus on fire. Tarsus might be in some bigger trouble here. So veteran spearmen in Tarsus. But the road is gonna be captured here. It really looks like it. At least if Byzantine steps onto this. Problem is Halu doesn't know that this road could be blocked by the Hittites right now. Are we attacking here though? Not right now, it seems. Slowly Suti being given his land back. $20 in total, he says. He very well might be faced with more, as Halu keeps coming with additional swordsmen from the south. This looks very killable, guys. Poor Hattusas. Couple of Galax here. Sadly gonna try for that freshwater spot, I assume. Big news is Hattusas though. It looks like Gomez is going to try to walk a bit in this land. Try to find a better spot. There's additional 3-man chariots. Good coordination. The road being blocked. That is a nice move by Base Fire. And Calvi might well die soon here. The poor man. Oof. In come the Byzantines. Well, that's a double move down towards Hattusas, so the direction is clear. Pillage comes through. I think next turn he's probably dead here. Don't think he'd have enough in to chances to actually weather this attack. We love the king they in the other Hattusas here. The contrast couldn't be more glaring. Let's actually see if we can conduct an investigation of Tarsus. Look at this, 2, 4, 5 warriors, 1 spearman, no walls, but at least there's a hill with the defensive bonuses. Surely this is not enough to survive this attack, right? It is. It's pretty tough look. F. Calvi at this point rightfully feels threatened. No help from you, he says. Well, can understand the frustration there. It is, after all, the big asshole spot that he is in the 1v2. Potential 1v3 at this point. Ah, okay, well, there is the attack. Harlow attacks first, it seems, to soak up some defensive bombard, but there is no defensive bombard. And so I assume Tarsus is going to go down here in a second. This should be an Almeida Gomez with his first kill of this tournament, I assume. Let's see if it actually comes through. Don't want to call it too early, but it really seems like the numbers are just too insurmountable to defend against. Even 4 Drummonds out here. Gomez is going to go on a tear here if he's allowed to. Tarsus holding up better than I thought, but the kill occurs nonetheless. There was not a lot lost here. Ouch. That is a kill though. Calvi, no chance of defending that one. We'll see if they GG or if they want to reload. So, give me a second in the YouTube video. I think I'll put a timestamp for when the decision has been made. Okay, well. We'll see. We'll see what they think. Okay. Well, don't have any new information yet, but I'll keep you guys updated. Suti and Sanjay will have the decision to play on or to GG. Okay. Let's see. It looks like they want to reload though. I don't see any indication for GG. Well, okay, they're not saying anything to the contrary of what I'm proposing, so we'll see. Looks like they're fine with just using an AI to accommodate the city take. Check the latest autosave. And then just go with that, apparently. Good. Seems we're almost all ready for reload. Nobody's saying anything, so I'm again assuming they're okay with what's going on. Let's see. There we go. Okay, nice. Back into the game we go. Third reload of the game. But we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. Here we are with the AI for F. Calvi. Good point, reminding us of the mutes. I'll do attacking first again, and then I guess we'll get the rehit there. Okay. Hopefully no issues this time upon kill. Looks like there's really not great RNG right now for Almeida, but not sure how great his RNG was earlier. Wow, he's really losing quite a bit here. But again, it felt like it took quite a bit earlier as well. There he goes. Good. Seems we've got the save. And that's it. First kill of the game. This time Almeida Gomez. A lot of different players stepping up with kills for Team Halu here. Helping him claim that MPT Champions title for October 2023. That's the stack right now for Sanjay. Let's see how they can, well, turn this thing back around here, if at all. The Eastern team here, at this point, truly only remaining in the very East. Rate 3 men on Hittite bits. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but fine. Well, I'm curious. I'm curious how they're gonna play this here with the Celts. They've got a pretty nice army. Koreans not so much, but if they're able to take out the Hittites somehow, then they could at least do well, a lot more score pumping here. The only issue is their coast would be extremely exposed, and with the amount of Drommonds, as I said before that kill came through, Almeida has a real potential for another kill if he finds a good angle with his Drommonds. However, difficult to get to the Celts without passing through Korean lands, and the Celts much more landable than Korea is. Not sure how much vision the Hittites have here, but they had warriors on the iron here, so they know at least that Richborough has been planted and Gergovia as well. They should see the borders there extending, so they should know that there are cities there, potentially good landing spots as opposed to the Koreans, who definitely haven't expanded as much yet. Well, 2-0 up in the series. Looks like Team Halu might be inching towards a Game 3 victory as well for the clean sweep, so to say. These islands too could be planted for luxuries, for score, for extra cities, for naval control. Free unit support, whatever you want to call it. People not too big a fan of island plants in these tourneys though, so far. Well, I'm curious, is Gomez going to be able to find something here? Comes in with his Drommonds here. Okay, so it's all going to be all eyes on the east for now. Nothing really going on in the west. 20 turns left in the game. Celts are big in score, but the Hittites they're missing from FCalvi now. Not gonna help with the score war. To the contrary, it's gonna be a big open wound that they'll have to sustain through here. In terms of score, bleeding a lot. Okay, Almeida thinking about a landing end of turn. Well, he could do that, and I guess Seoul, I'm not sure how much is in there. Maybe we can check actually. If we select the real Koreans. Ooh. Well, with 4 Drummonds being there, the road not being connected yet, and Bombard also being an option, this city is certainly in danger. I'm not sure how much is on those boats. If that's 8 swordsmen, almost positive Seoul could be going down here. But we'll see. Suti is sending some stuff. Almeida also saying though he could be boating the Celts if he wants to. If he starts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, could go for very unpleasant double move landing. Then could go via Richborough, that almost certainly would kill as well. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, he goes in pretty late. There's no way he can unload here. There's no way. Looks like he won't even try, but he's got a 4 stack of Drummonds here now, so they will know here, the Celts and the Koreans, that something is up. Well, something's not only up, but also well within their land. That's gonna be a scary sight. 19 turns left. Score situation probably rough at this point. The Koreans 8 score up for Halu. 23 down in the Biz versus Celts matchup that we highlighted going into the match. But the gap between Hittites and Hittites, that could be a bit bigger by the end of the game. We'll keep track of the delay, or of the decay, excuse me. 4 Drummonds here that still have movement points. 2, 3, 4 could go for a very hard-hitting landing at Gagovia or Richborough. We'll see. He's gonna have to move a little bit earlier than he did in the last turn though, and Sanjay is not blocking it because Suti is not informing him. At least not to my knowledge. I don't see any chatter going on there from the Koreans. This could be a deadly landing on the strongest player in the game here, score-wise at least. Sanjay has a pretty good army. He is extremely powerful. He definitely is the strongest player right now, but he could be wiped out in an instant. Ooh, intelligent move down to Gagovia. Only uses 3 moves. He can unload super fast here, and he does. That's a lot of swordsmen, and that is almost certainly a kill. Well, I just panic saved here, but regardless, this should do it. This should be the double kill for Almeida. Gomez blocks the road as well. What a good move by him, but Suti not warning here, is at least not what I was able to see, is sadly contributing to the surprise effect here. But regardless, I think there was no units in range to reinforce. Maybe he could have picketed, but I don't know. And Suti calls the GG2. So that's going to be it here. Double kill from Almeida Gomez, the player with the most kills in this tournament, I believe. Congrats to him. Amazing games. And that does it for this weekend, for this month, October 2023, MPT Strategy Masters. Team Halu gets a clean 3-0 over Team Zardos. Massive thanks to both of these guys for mustering teams. It was so chaotic, and I can't lie to you guys. Even on Friday, I was still thinking I had to call this thing off, because it looked like we wouldn't have the players. So everyone who played in this, big thanks there. Halu, of course, and Zardos as the captain. Suti as well as a sort of captain. And then the other players, I don't know if I remember everyone, but of course, Bizfire, Obi, Rabdak, Alkiote, Sanjay, FCalvi, of course, Zardos, I already mentioned. Yeah, not sure I mentioned everyone, but yeah, all the guys that played in these 3 games. Very happy. But with this being said, guys, again, I want to highlight Halu becoming the first MPT champion title holder, and this coming at a time where on the ladder he's kind of at an all-time low in terms of elo. Well, not all-time low, I don't know. At least he's in a very low rank compared to his usual top 5, top 3 type position. Outside of the top 10 right now, I believe. But certainly as in tournament play, he's still very sharp, as we could see. Had really good teammates as well helping him out there. And so he's going to be the first one to wear this belt. Metaphorically, of course. he'll be offered the chance to defend this title in late November, so 1 month from now. I'll offer him the opportunity to defend against whoever wants to step up to challenge him. If he doesn't want to or is not able to defend the title because of time issues, then the title will be played out between 2 different captains that do have time, at least hopefully. That is the plan. I'm also planning to introduce minimal changes to the maps, slight changes to the civs that are available, and well, not the civs in game, just the amount of civs that you're allowed to pick. I want to change that a little bit. Maybe I'll change the Koreans in game a bit as well, but all the regular MPT civs I won't change. I won't touch them. Don't you worry. I won't introduce weird modded stuff into the good MPT. And yeah, that's kind of it. I'll drop an announcement video when the new captains are made, so everybody knows who they can go to if they want to play in these tournament games as well. Contact them for November once I announce who the captains will actually be. So that's that. So yeah, minimal changes will come, but generally it'll be almost exactly like the 3 games you saw just here, just with different maps. Again, the idea is that I pick one of the maps. Well, I'll pick the map that we haven't seen for the longest time, like the longest, the longest not played map. I'll choose that for next tournament, and then both of the captains will get to choose one map as well that they want to have played. And so that'll be the 3 maps for next month. Again, the civs and everything might work a little bit different, but I'll announce that in a video as well. It was really amazing. I'll contact all of the winners for the prizes and whatnot, so you can look forward to that. If you're a winner. If you're not, then I guess you can look forward to me giving money to other people. If you're into that, then yay. That will not be streamed, sadly, though. Me doing PayPal donations and Amazon gifts, probably not the most interesting content. However, we should close this off with another congrats to Halu for winning the championship title, and I hope he'll be there in a month to defend it against the next challenger in MPT. I'll see you guys then, and if you missed any of the action from this tournament or want to keep up with the next month's version and updates for that, I recommend checking out the playlist on my YouTube channel that is titled MPT Strategy Masters CIV3. Yeah, all the videos concerning this ongoing event that I plan to run periodically every month or so will go up into that video playlist, including the games of this weekend if you've missed any of those. So yeah, hold out side for that. Thanks then for joining me, and I'll catch you guys for the next tournaments or for some Age of Empires 2 stuff in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks for joining me.